Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our class. Today, we are going to take a new lesson, the fox and the crane. Okay, identify the two animals shown in the picture. You can see the picture here. You can see the picture here. Then, you can write the names of animals you get in these lines. Okay, so let's move on to the story. Furry fox and Carrie crane are friends. Furry is the name of fox and Carrie is the name of crane. Fox and crane are friends. Carrie, can you come home for dinner? Fox asked Carrie, can you come for dinner? Carrie replied, thank you, Furry. Sure, I will come. One day, Fox invited Crane to his house. Carrie happily said, I will definitely come, and he was thinking of he would get good food. He was thinking of he will get good food. I can smell delicious. What do you mean by delicious? Delicious means very tasty, very tasty. Porridge means a type of soft and thick food made by boiling oats or flour in milk or water. Porridge means a type of soft and thick food made by boiling oats or flour in milk or water. Carrie went to Furry's house. Then, come in, Carrie, I will give you some porridge. I have added sugar and nuts too. The fox said he had made some porridge for Crane and added sugar and nuts too. Thank you, Furry. Thank you, Furry. Fox said, enjoy the porridge, Carrie. Furry fox set 2 plates on the table. He poured the porridge into both the plates. Fox served the porridge in flat plate. Okay, my dear children, how do you eat rice? From a plate or from a bowl? Can you drink milk from a plate? What do you need to drink milk from? Yes, you need a cup. We eat different kinds of food using different kinds of utensils. Similarly, if the crane wants to eat, it needs a jug. I'm very hungry, but I know the cunning, C-U-N-N-I-N-G. Cunning means cheating others. Fox has tricked me, T-R-I-C-K-E-D. Tricked means fooled me. I cannot eat from a plate with my long beak. I cannot eat from a plate with my long beak. The fox enjoyed the porridge using his tongue, but the crane could not enjoy it at all with his long beak and had to get back home hungry. Sorry, Carrie, I do not have a jug to pour the porridge into. Fox said, there was no jug in my house to pour porridge. You can eat my porridge too, Furry. I have to go now. Thank you for inviting me. Can you come to my house tomorrow for dinner? Crane said, thank you so much for inviting me. You can drink my porridge too. The crane invited the fox to dinner with him. Thank you, Carrie, I will come. Fox said, thank you, Carrie, I will come. Welcome, dear friend. Come, I have some delicious meat soup for you. I have even added some butter to it. The fox reached his place well in time. The crane gave him a warm welcome and served the meat soup in a jug with long and narrow neck. Carrie Crane set 2 tall jugs on the table. The jugs have long and narrow neck. She pours the meat soup into both the jug. Crane served the meat soup in a jug with long and narrow neck. Drink the soup, Furry, or it will get cold. Crane said, "Drink the soup, Furry, or it will get cold." "I'm so sorry, Furry. I do not have a plate to pour your soup in." Crane said, "There is no plate in my house to pour meat soup, Furry." Fox cannot drink from the jug because his snout means a long nose and the area around the mouth, S-N-O-U-T. Snout means the long nose and the area around the mouth is not long enough. Furry Fox knows that Carrie Crane has taught him a lesson. Furry Fox knows that Carrie Crane has taught him a lesson. "I'm so sorry, Carrie. I will not be cunning hereafter. Let us be good friends again." So the crane enjoyed the soup. His long beak and the fox's mouth couldn't reach the soup through the narrow neck of the jug. The crane enjoyed the soup using his long beak. The fox's mouth couldn't reach the soup through the narrow neck of the jug. The fox had returned to home hungry. Now the fox realized that he had been repaid for his bad behavior with the crane. Fox realized the mistake he had made, and after that they lived as good friends. Okay, my dear children, let's watch a video. You must watch the video carefully.
The Fox and the Crane. One day, a fox invited a crane for dinner at his house. The crane was happy to receive the invitation and agreed readily. When she went over, the fox welcomed the crane inside. They sat together and talked, and soon it was time for dinner. When the fox came out of the kitchen, he carried 2 flat dishes with soup. He served and sat down to enjoy the soup. The crane could not drink the soup because of its long beak. This irritated the crane, but it greatly amused the fox. He lapped up his own soup and kept looking at the crane. The next day, the crane invited the fox to dinner. The fox readily agreed. When the fox reached the crane's house, the crane welcomed him warmly. Soon it was time for dinner, and the fox could smell something lovely brewing in the kitchen. The crane came out with 2 jugs full of soup. The jugs had a long, narrow neck. Neither could the fox get his snout in the jug, nor could his tongue reach the bottom. This irritated the fox a lot. The fox returned home hungry, but understood that the crane had just paid him back. Moral: as you sow, so shall you reap.